Namaskaram and welcome all. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for taking your time out and joining this session, both on Google Meet and others on YouTube Live. So, Avenida Innovation Ambassadors and IPSF are jointly hosting this webinar in association with Isha Foundation. So, we are joined by the core team of IPSF also, and rest of them are ambassadors of Avenida. Today we have Bharatana, who is software developer by profession, and Isha volunteer, who will be talking to us about the Save Soil initiative and how all of us could participate and involve. So thank you so much, Bharatana, for taking your time and hosting this webinar for us. So I have been associated with Anna for last few months. I can say I always feel like happy and inspired listening to him because people can simply focus on their job, their own family, and spend their entire life. But few people like him and other Asia volunteers, they take up a lot of things without expecting anything in return. So honestly, I feel inspired by Anna whenever he calls and find out about my practices and other things. So welcome, Anna, and the session is yours. You can take it from here.
Thank you, Karthik. Namaskaram, everyone. Very good evening, and once again, welcome to this session. Karthik has said a lot more great things like about me, but I'm not that great. I have been inspired by Sadhguru and many other Isha volunteers who have been doing a lot selflessly, more than what all we can generally do in our life. They are doing something more, that too joyfully. That actually pull me towards this volunteering activities. Coming to today's session, as Karthik has already introduced me, I'm Bharat. I'm a software developer by profession, and I'm also a volunteer with Isha Foundation. It's been almost more than 5 years I'm associated with Isha. And coming to today's topic, the safe soil, I'm sure you would have heard many things like, we have to save water, save animals, or many other things, save trees, all these things, right? Has anyone heard about safe soil till now?
You can
I think it's the
respond in
first
chat
time.
box.
Yes, it's the first time.
This is the first time, isn't it? Yes, thanks for that, Smriti. Uh, no, no, yes, few yeses, many no's. Yeah. So safe soil is something really new to me even when I heard when Satguru launched this movement. I really was confused because there are many other major issues like water, air pollution, and all those things. But why soil is something which confused me also. Today we will discuss a few facts about why saving the soil is very important and how it is very much related to this water conservation or water saving or fixing the pollution in the air or climatic changes and all those things, how these are directly related. When I understood, I found, okay, this is the need of the hour, and if we fix this, many other things could get fixed. To understand why this is so, we will start with a short video first, where Sadhguru speaks about few aspects why we have to save soil, and we have few analysis where global international organizations have been speaking about. These are not just numbers which we gathered from somewhere. These are research papers and research outcomes of many scientists have been collated, and we are presenting here. I'll just start by sharing my screen.
We are talking about climate change, carbon emissions, and global warming and various other aspects, but we are not addressing soil. Soil is the habitat upon which zillions of lives thrive. Once there is no richness in soil, then you have forsaken the planet in many ways. Every responsible scientist in the world and the UN agencies are clearly saying we have only 80 to 100 harvests left. That means approximately 45 to 50 years of agricultural soil left on the planet. By 2045, we will be producing 40% less food than what we are producing right now, and our populations will be 9.3 billion people. The food shortages that could manifest in the next 25 years, the consequences of that is unimaginable. Civil wars will unfold across the world once there is food shortage. What we are facing now is soil extinction. Why is soil becoming extinct? Where is it going away? What is happening to our soil? We must understand, if you add organic content to sand, sand will turn into soil. If you remove all organic content from the soil, soil will become sand. In normal agricultural soil, the minimum organic content should be between 3 to 6%. The most minimum is 3%. At least this minimum to keep the soil alive, to keep the soil as living soil is a must. Agricultural soils across the world, the depletion is so heavy. In most countries, more than 50% of the topsoil is already gone in the last 100 years. The nutrient levels have dropped significantly. The level of micronutrients you would get from your food in early 20th century to what you are getting from the same food now has dropped 90%. If you ate one orange in 1920s, what you got from it, now in 2020, if you have to get the same, you will have to eat 8 oranges. This is what we have done to our food.
Soil is the biggest ecosystem on the planet, and so few people know anything about it. 1 teaspoon of healthy soil probably contains more microbes than there are people on Earth.
The microbial life in the first 12 to 15 inches of topsoil is the basis of our existence. It is this magic beneath our feet which has produced the life that we are. These first 12 to 15 inches of soil is the basis of life for 87% of life on this planet, including you and me.
We have to begin to recognize that what we call our soil, Mother Earth, is a living organism.
Open soils, ripped open by plowing, open to sunlight, is the basis of destruction of microbial life. So the focus should be on agriculture, the focus should be on seeing that land is under shade as much as possible, some kind of shade, grasses, herbs, bushes, trees. Conscious Planet is launching Save Soil movement to bring about a policy change to regenerate soil. As a part of this, I'm 65 and I'm riding 30,000 kilometers, a lone motorcycle journey, 30,000 kilometers across 24 nations to activate support from the citizenry to assure the governments long-term investments will be appreciated. So it's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet. We must change the narrative on the planet that soil is a wealth, a legacy we have received from previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil for future generations. We are in a cusp of time. If you do the right things now, in the next 15 to 25 years, we can significantly turn this situation around and regenerate the soil. But if we allow this to progress like this for another 30 to 40 years, after 40 years if we attempt this, then it could take 150 to 200 years because that much loss of biodiversity would have happened. From 21st of March for 100 days, the whole world, every human being on the planet should talk soil. We must hear the word soil, save soil everywhere to see that the narrative on the planet changes towards the most vital aspect of our life, the soil. Each one of you should reach as many people as you can to make this happen. Many global leaders and influencers are already participating in the movement. Be a part of this and let us make it happen.
From my part, as much as I can contribute.
We're going to save the soil. Do your part.
And saving the soils.
Our future, our children's future, and our planet's future depend on it.
Save the soil.
We know what we must do, so let's make it happen.
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 Anna, you're on mute.
I'm sorry for that. Yeah, that video was little scary. At the same time, we're also offered a solution. So we'll get into details of what this Safe Soil movement is about. I would like to do that using a presentation. Just give me a second so that I'll start sharing my screen. Okay, so we'll get into details of what this Safe Soil movement is about and why it is about. So at least we understood that we already know, it's not about understanding, we already know that we are completely dependent on this nature and environment, and it is our responsibility to, preserve it. And now here, let's understand why Safe Soil movement is about. As Sadhguru has already explained in the video, that almost a lot of topsoil has been already removed, and organic content in the soil is reducing drastically. If you go to some statistics, in India, 52% of agricultural land is already degraded. 52% of world's agricultural soil is already degraded. And in India is also almost similar situation that more than 50% of land has been degraded. What I mean to say by degraded is the organic content in the soil is less than 0.5%. That's really is a scary situation where scientists predict or scientists give an estimate that it should be at least 3% organic content for the soil to be called as soil. And by 2050, 90% of its soil could be degraded. And across the world, it's a similar situation like in US and Europe, Australia, many other countries too. And the impacts of this, we could clearly understand that all our food, whatever form it could be, comes from soil, isn't it? And suddenly, no, soil cannot give food. What would be the situation? Our food productivity will come down, but our population is increasing. Food production coming down and population increasing is really a horrible situation to even imagine. Then what is the solution? That comes the next question, isn't it? That is what Safe Soil movement is all about. This could be done by different ways, depending upon the landscape where we are, in which continent we are, in what biodiversity is around there. Accordingly, we have different plan of action. Sadhguru has suggested different plan of action for different landscapes. For this to happen, Sadhguru is riding around 30,000 kilometers, covering more than 24 countries, and this number is getting added day by day because many countries are willing to be part of this movement, and this number is increasing. But for now, whatever official data we have, it is 30,000 kilometers. He will be starting the journey from London, and he'll reach India in this 100 days. And why this is happening? To garner the support of the governments and create awareness among the people, to encourage them to raise voice that saving soil is of utmost importance. And when people in the nation raise this voice, that is when leaders take it up. This is about the rally structure. And what have there could be some question like why Isha Foundation is doing this, or with what prior experience. This we can understand from this slide. I'm sure many of you be part of this Rally for Rivers, or at least have heard about Rally for Rivers and Kaveri calling movements. These are the one of the largest national level movements launched, where people have supported immensely. And as part of Rally for Rivers, 162 million people have supported by giving missed calls, and 62 million trees were planted till date as part of Rally for Rivers project with the support of various governments, farmers, and people. And this movements, be it Kaveri Calling or Rally for Rivers, have been accredited by United Nations. We have received National Water Award and many other Guinness World Records for planting so many trees and all those things. In 1998, the project was launched as initially various projects were launched like Project Green Hands and many other projects where this initiative has actually started, and it has come long way until 2021, and now in 2021 December, this Safe Soil movement has been launched as a global movement. And from this slide, you can see during Kaveri Calling and Rally for Rivers, various celebrities have understood the importance of the movement, and they have, shown their support for this movement. Guru has also been speaking in World Economic Forum and United Nations agencies about these topics from many years. And Isha has also got a very big social media following. I'm sure few of you could be following, and these are all other celebrities who have supported, various other projects of Sadhguru. And I'm sure at least few of you should have attended the Mahashivratri night, which happens, every year, and the next Mahashivratri is coming. Mahashivratri has got more views than even Grammy, that you can look from this, understand from this slide. And this is the timeline of the Safe Soil movement and the journey. It started in December 2021, and the official launch would happen in the March, and the end would be in June 2022. This is a journey route, and these are all the supporters who are supporting Safe Soil Movement, and this list is adding day by day. You could see from the slide that Ibrahim Thiaw, the executive secretary of UNCCD. UNCCD is nothing but the United Nations Combat for Conservation and Desertification. That UNCCD, and chairman of World Economic Forum, Klaus Cube. He is also supporting many other celebrities and prominent personalities on this, you know, uh, various countries and various organizations are willing to support this movement. And this safe soil addresses, at least from the video we understood, it will address many other issues like poverty, hunger, zero hunger, and good health. All these things you could understand. That's very simple to understand, because once the soil quality is good, more food we can produce and more people can rely on farming. That will eradicate poverty, and hunger also would reduce. And that just now we understood from that video, the nutrients, micronutrients, proteins, whatever is the important constituents of our food have come down by 90% because the soil quality is coming down. Once the soil quality increases, health and well-being will also increase. We will understand how this clean water it would support. uh, Before that, we'll just look at other options, or I mean other parameters also, like economic growth, industry innovation, inequalities, reduced inequalities, like this, climate change, many other things could be addressed because of this. So just to add what has been presented in the slide, if you have a question how this could fix climatic change, or fix water problem, have you heard at least recently that there are floods in some part of this country, isn't it? There are, of course, globally also there are floods in various countries, but at least in our country there are floods recently. Has anyone heard about that? I heard. Anyone else? In few districts of our country,
Yes,
we
sir.
had. Yes, isn't it? We have floods on one hand, and the summer is coming. As the summer comes, we are all scared about water problem, and there are few countries who are already worried throughout the year about water scarcity, and we are fortunate that only in few seasons we are worried about water problem. If we look at these two scenarios, on one hand we have floods where we have lots of water but we cannot preserve them. On the other hand, we are running out of water. This is completely contrary situation. If we have to understand, look, I was actually confused at this scenario, and only when I started participating in this safe soil movement, that is when I understood how this both are connected. Few scientists have already spoken about this, but I'm just reiterating. If the soil is rich with organic content, it can hold lots of water. It would act as a sink for water. Since the organic content in the water is coming down drastically, the capability of soil to hold water is also coming down. And because of that, whenever it rains, the water is running off into, be it drainages or wherever we say, but we are not able to capture it, not use it. That's the biggest problem. And since organic content is coming down, the crops outcome is also reduced drastically. This will impact both health and also economic well-being for both nation and also farmer. So, and one important aspect, I don't know, I could say this as a funny fact, but very important, is soil is the greatest carbon sink on this planet. All these days we were thinking trees could absorb lot of carbon, but I recently, after joining this movement, I heard, and in fact, it's not only heard, I have seen many presentations where I understood from that the soil is the greatest carbon absorber. It's the greatest carbon sink. But that will happen only when the organic content in the soil is very good. So if we increase the organic content, automatically it will fix many climatic changes. That is directly related. Hope I'm clear about this. Any questions till now in what I have spoken?
No, Anna. So I request all the participants, if you want to be part of this movement, we'll be sharing a Google form link in the chat box of Google Meet, and you can find this form in the description of our YouTube video. So kindly fill that form, and we will reach out to you with more information if you want to be part of this. So Alvin, can you put it in the chat box. And for YouTube students who are joining live on YouTube, you can find the form in the description of this video. So we request all of you to fill this form and we will get in touch with you. And
Before that, I just want to know, at least from what we have seen till now, how many understood? I'm sure many of you would have understood the need of the hour to save soil, or why soil is getting extinct, or what we call by soil extinction, and why it is the need of the hour. I'm sure you understood. How many of you felt that you should contribute for this movement, at least from what we have spoken till now? Okay, I see some raising hands. Oh, that's really wonderful. Okay, the number is increasing. That's really wonderful. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your response. But now the question comes: how can you be part of this movement? Isn't it? I'm sure everybody now have got a question: how you can be part of this movement? So now let's discuss how you can be part of this movement. We have various opportunities how you can be part of this movement. One very simple and powerful method is by registering yourself as Earth Buddy. Okay, what's mean by Earth Buddy? You're going to be a friend of this Earth, right? Now, I'm sure many of you would have friends, right? For sure, you would have friends. Without friends, our life doesn't go on. Now, when you have a friend and if he's your close friend, how you would be with him, at least now because of pandemic, of course you might not be meeting, but at least even when there was a relaxed pandemic also you would want to meet him, isn't it? If you could not meet him, at least you will talk to him at least daily 5 minutes on the phone, isn't it? You either WhatsApp him or Telegram or Facebook, what anything, isn't it? You call him, you do something. That's what buddy is about, isn't it? Yes,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Yeah. Now you're being a buddy to the earth. Now, if you are being buddy to the earth, how you should be? You should be doing something for your buddy, the earth. What are we going to do? When you register as Earth Buddy, we will help you and guide you to spread this message on social media. Okay, the social media is the one beautiful platform, very powerful platform today we have in our hands, through which we can show our voice, raise our voice to whole world with one tweet or one post, isn't it? I'm sure everybody would have got a social media account, be it Instagram, WhatsApp, for sure WhatsApp, of course, Facebook, Twitter, isn't it? I would request all of you to join this movement first by registering as Earth Buddy and be active. I'm sure you will be active on social media. We will guide you or we will help you out what content could be posted on social media and create awareness. This is not only about creating awareness with the rest of the world, but I'm sure you would also learn a lot by looking at everyday, whatever content we share. Just want to share here because you're all pharmacy students. I'm sure you would have heard a lot about antibiotics and antivirals, which are very important, and especially this COVID has made it very important for us to have this, vaccines and all those things. But one interesting fact, I don't know if you have observed this or not, whatever we are preparing, okay, everything comes from soil, directly or indirectly. If there is no soil, I think whatever we are studying, be it I'm working as an IT professional, if there is no soil, there is no water. If there's no water, there is no power. If there is no power, I cannot work from home for sure. Of course, I cannot work at all because everything is halted if there is no power. Directly or indirectly, every profession of us, everything in our life is directly connected to soil, and everything comes from soil. So even tomorrow, if you set up great industries and you want to produce big, life-changing medicines, I'm sure soil is the basis. Hope you understood from this context that soil is very important. So it is very necessary that we all step into it now and save this soil, because now if we act in the next 20 years, we can reverse everything. And for next generations, for our children and next generations, it could be an easy path. If not, for sure they will curse us every day for living this land lifeless. That's the greatest gift we can give to our kids. So Now, how many wants to immediately register as an Earth Buddy? And once you register as Earth Buddy, I promise you need not spend hours together. As I said, only 5 or 10 minutes per day at most.
You can respond in chat box.
I
Maybe
see
you
many,
can.
many raising hands. That's really wonderful. If you want to register as Earth Buddy, it's very simple. I am posting a number. All you have to do is just give a missed call to this number. Okay. It's 800 I'm posting it again. 800 If you just give a missed call, we will take the rest of things. We'll take care of the rest of the things. Oh, Anjali
Sure,
has
Anna,
already registered. That's wonderful.
you made it very simple, just a missed call. We
Yeah,
don't
just
even
a
have to.
missed call.
And a lot of our students were involved in giving that missed call for Rally for Rivers also. So
Oh, that's
we
really
can
wonderful.
say in that 162 million, few of us are also part of it. And what I would like to stress here is, which Anna has already mentioned, Letitia, all the solutions we come up with are inclusive. We don't go against anybody by doing a protest and all. So we make it inclusive. We don't go against people. We take people with us and do. And the thing I learned in Rally for Rivers is, however serious the problem might be, we do it joyfully. Means we don't have to get frustrated or angry. So we can do it joyfully. And that is when we can work at optimum and create solutions. So that is what I love. And here we are not going to do any protest or go against anybody. We are going to take everybody into confidence and come up with solutions. And we also request you to connect us with your college. So if you fill the Google form, which Sahalia, you can post it again. So we would like to reach to your college and spread this message to all the students. So Anna, actually all the students are, most of them are PharmD, few of them are from bachelor's in pharmacy and master's in pharmacy. So generally a college has almost all these programs. They offer diploma in pharmacy, bachelor's, master's and PharmD. So we would like to reach out to all of you and
In
involve.
that case, I'll just walk over the form and I'll just
Sure, Anna.
show you
Sure.
what all you can contribute from this form also. The form is very simple. You can give your name, phone number, and email ID. Then your college name, city, state, and college pin code. These are all simple aspects which you can enter. And would you like to register as Earth Buddy? Almost all of you have raised your hands and willing to do that. You can select yes. And would you like to register for student for soil certified course? This I want to explain in detail. Okay. So what this is about, what this certification about is once you register as Earth Buddy, you will be contributing through social media platforms that you'll be spreading this message. Now, if you want to take a step ahead and register for this Students for Soil webinar or course, you will be provided with a certificate. Okay. What is the contents of course? Still, it is not yet finalized. It will be out soon. Once you complete that small course and you register 20 more your friends, family, or anybody as Earth Buddies, then you will be offered a certificate. Okay, this could also add to your resume. But I see many of you are so willing that irrespective of whether you get a certificate or not, you want to contribute to this movement because you understood the importance of this movement. But from Isha Foundation side, you'll also get a certificate. That is what I want to highlight. And if you want to involve your college in this moment, or if you feel like your administration is very supportive for this, and you know some you if your college have got some environmental clubs or groups, or if any of your friends, family, or anybody are connected with any other organizations or any NGOs or whatever, larger group of people, how we can reach out to through single point of contact. If you have any such point of contact, I would urge you to put the details in this form, and I request all of you to fill this form, irrespective of whether you have leads or not, or I'm sure you want to be an Earth Buddy. So at least for that, I request you to fill this form. And if you want to take this reach to larger people, and as I said, if you have any other schools, colleges, or whatever other ideas or suggestions you have, how we can take this, enlarge this or amplify this movement, please put your feedback in this form, and we will look into this form and get in touch with you and discuss with you and make this a much larger movement.
So thank you, Anna. And Anna, I want to use this platform to give an appeal to all the IPSF core committee members who have joined. So it is a very big organization, Pan India, and we have in the core team. I heard that there is representation from 10 different states. So I request Yogi and all his IPA team to spread this message within your college and other colleges with which IPSF is associated. And I can reach out, means you can reach out to us if you have more questions. And I would like to show the website also, a properly designed website from Isha, which gives all the information. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the website is consciousplanet.org. So they have clearly defined what the problem is and backed by scientific evidence, and more importantly, how to get involved. So there are various ways by which you can involve, and one simple way is Earth Buddy. You can join the community. If you have any ideas which you think can help, you can share those ideas. And there are even opportunities for skilled professionals. For example, if you know how to make a video or how to create some content, there are actually various positions you can see. And I would like to see if you people from pharmacy background become part of these teams and contribute. So apart from that, social media toolkits. So you can get access to a lot of content here. There are some videos. You can watch these videos and get some knowledge. And you can follow all the official social media handles of Isha Foundation, where a lot of content is posted. More people are coming out in support of this. So you can even go through this how to get involved and becoming part of it. So you can sign up to become an Earth Buddy. So this is what I wanted to show. So this website gives a lot of information. And once the session is over, so I request all of you to share this link with as your WhatsApp status on your LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you think there is a visibility. We request all of you to post that. Now, Anna, if there are any questions, we can take. So participants, do you have any questions? So if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer.
Now everybody is an Earth Buddy, so I'm sure they'll start sharing the content on social media right away. Yeah. If you have any questions, any kind of questions regarding this movement, please. Krishna is asking, next to registering social media sharing. Okay. So Krishna is asking, in extension to Earth Buddy, what else we can do? As I already said, once you register the Earth Buddy, you will be added to a particular group, and you will be guided what needs to be done, what content to be shared on social media. And the next step is you will register for Students for Soil webinar or that course, and that's the first level of certification. If you want to involve much more, what you can do is you can conduct some webinars or debates or some kind of any other creative means through which you can take this to more students or more larger public. If you could do, please do let us know, and you can do that. I would request you to put your college administration in touch with us, so that we can interact with them, explain them about this movement, involve them into this movement, and so that the college administration supports you also in turn. There we are also planning for different levels of certifications, which we will get to know more once this first level of certification is launched. These are various steps how you can involve yourself. And as I said in the form, if you have any other contacts or leads or suggestions, please do share, so that we can discuss and take this forward.
So Anna, I think I want to add. So, Krishna, the overall purpose is to create awareness in 3.5 billion people, which is almost half of the world, and it should become a like election kind of an issue where people will look at governments to include this as a part of their manifesto. Only then the proper change will happen. And for that, the initial step is to generate that awareness and make the leaders know that people want this. So once people want this, then they will take a step. And then Isha Foundation is working on creating policy documents which are like tailored to that particular country and geography, and not a like blanket statement, and come up with solutions on how what can be done in particular state, particular locality, to implement and make a difference. So that is the larger plan.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. That's what I was asking. Thank you, sir.
So Anna, Krishna is from Erode, so I always tell them that if we have to visit Isha, we should plan in 1 month in advance. But he can simply get up in the morning and
Yeah.
visit. And now he got a job and he came to Vijayawada, so he's in our place.
He joined our club.
Yeah. So Anna, I generally do this. So students can like put in chat box on from which place are you joining, the city and state, so that we get an idea on which different parts you are joining this. And still, if you still have any questions, we can take. We have 7 more minutes. We'll close the session at 9 o'clock.
Good evening, Bharat sir and Karthik sir. Sir, I have a question to Bharat sir. Sir, apart from the initiative we are taking, like as a Earth Buddies, so we'll aware the people about the information regarding this. Apart from this, do we gonna do anything regarding practical about the soil?
Okay, that's a very valid question, and in fact, a common question for everybody. Uh, if we understand how the structure is all now, uh, at local levels, for example, as part of Kaveri Calling or Rally for Rivers, Isha Foundation has tied up with many farmer producer organizations in Coimbatore and also in Karnataka. More than 1,25,000 farmers have been part of this initiative, and they have been implementing this practically. Okay, and this once they implemented practically, we have put as a referendum to the government that see, this is what we have suggested and we have implemented, and this is the outcome. Now we request you as a government to take this initiative and encourage the farmers to do this. This is at a national level how this all worked. If you want to do at local level, for sure you are very welcome that you could do it. But as part of this movement, currently we are focusing on creating awareness among the people, public, so that, as Karthikana said, 3.5 billion people, if become aware and raise their voice in support of this movement, automatically all the leaders of the world will take steps towards it, and a policy change would come into action. This will benefit the whole public, that the whole world. That is what currently Safe Soil movement is looking towards. And at individual level, for sure, this is the best way how you can contribute now. In future, I'm sure foundation could come up with many ideas where at your local level how you could put this into action and make a difference.
Yes, and this is not a like simple problem where we can start doing things from day one. So it involves multiple steps. So initial most important step is raising that awareness. So I can somewhere relate it to FarmD also. So Anna, actually most of this course is started very recently. So many people don't know what is FarmD, what FarmD is supposed to do. So that is what we are trying to do with FarmD also. First, create awareness among patients, doctor, and at least people who are connected with pharmacy and healthcare to know what FarmD is, and then take next steps. So in the same way, right now, the crucial and maybe the rate limiting important step is create awareness in people, because before this movement, to be very honest, I was not aware. I might have read about solid soil degradation, etc., in geography or whatever classes in school, but so I was not really aware that the problem is so alarming and nobody is focusing on it. We are focused on other aspects. Only then I realized, and I am sure many people might not be aware that this is a big issue which needs attention. And in the video, if you see, if we act now, it will take 20 years to reverse this change and create some impact. So right now, I think the crucial step is awareness, but as we progress, we will have more and more opportunities to do something on ground and not just limit ourselves to creating awareness. So
Yeah,
Anjali,
thank you very much, sir. So one more question, and what is the ultimate goal of this initiative, sir?
So, as I already explained, the ultimate goal is we want the leaders of the nations to implement laws where it will direct towards increasing the organic content in the soil. And if you ask how, this could vary from geographical location to geographical location. In India, it could work differently. In some other country, it could work differently based on the environmental conditions there. Uh, what method this government follows to increase the organic content in the soil could be different, but the end goal is minimum 3% organic content in farmland, and if more, wonderful, but minimum 3% of organic content should increase in the land, and we want the government to take steps towards it, encourage farmers towards that, and encourage public also towards that.
yeah, and Yogita, once that is achieved, that indirectly and directly leads to addressing all other issues like pollution, absorbing the soil means carbon content, reducing the global temperatures, producing good quality food, addressing nutrition issues, creating employment. So basically, it directly and indirectly leads to addressing major problems affecting the humanity. So Anna, actually 9 o'clock I have to leave. If you wish to continue, you can continue for some more time. Anna means we don't have any limit. We can do it for hours together. If more students wants to open up and talk, you can use this platform. So Alvin, you can stop the stream at 9 o'clock. So anybody wants to have a closed kind of a discussion where you can open up and ask more questions and show your support and all, you can maybe do for 15-20 more minutes, and then we can end. So I'll be leaving now, Anna. And Anna, thank you so much for joining. I'm happy that we could educate our students about this initiative, and thanks all the students, IPSF,
I
for
have to
taking your
thank
time.
you and also IPSF, I'm sorry, IPSF and you, especially for giving this thought and, inviting everybody. I thank every one of you for taking your time and joining this meet. In case, if you have any questions, you can ask. If not, probably we can wrap up. We will join as Earth Buddies. Anjali Venkat Lakshmi has posted something. That's really wonderful. That you got many prizes and also uh, you got prizes for kitchen waste compost management. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Thank you all for joining. Please register as Earth Buddies and please share your ideas. If you have any thoughts, please fill the form. Thanks a lot. Namaskar. Good night.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.